What's up, everyone? It's me. I hope everybody's having a great day. So, today's topic is about lifting heavy weights as you get older. Is it something that I recommend? Is it dangerous? Due to getting old, with old age, we all slow down. And me being a weightlifter, I mean, I'm not a power lifter, but I do lift free weights and I am getting older since I'm in my 40s. This is a question I wanted to talk about, and maybe it'll shed some light on this subject. If you may not be getting older, you may be younger, or maybe you are this age. So, the reason why I brought this topic up is the ever so famous bodybuilder, and I don't follow bodybuilding very carefully, but I do understand the amount of hard work it does take to attain the body despite taking steroids, and that is Ronny Coleman. He's won Mr. Olympia, I believe, I don't know, 8 times. And this is not to spread any hatred or towards Ronnie, because he's had a illustrious career as a Mr. Olympia, because he's put in all the work. But if you check him currently, unfortunately, his health is not in a good state, and a lot of it, I don't know all the details, but a lot of the wear and tear that, I mean, there's videos of him squatting 800 pounds, and just all that wear and tear from weightlifting definitely has contributed to him having multiple surgeries on his back, I believe, and also it's very hard for him to even walk. Now, taking steroids 100% didn't help the situation, and this is not a steroid rant, but real briefly, when you take steroids, there are some guys that can actually tear their bicep muscle because their recovery time is so quick when you take steroids that you often are doing more damage, and you just feel like Iron Man. You can just keep going. So the average person would get too fatigued and not be able to go as heavy and not as high volume. But if you're on steroids, you're on anabolics, you can bypass that and have a huge advantage. And that, for reaching your bodybuilding goals, that's fine, but for longevity and for your own health, it can put it in jeopardy, because if your body isn't telling you no, you're just going to keep going. So anyway, I think that contributed a lot to Ronnie. But anyway, going back to this topic, in terms of just non-bodybuilders, everyday Joes such as me and you, I believe that you can still continue to lift weights, but you just have to be smart about it. Recovery time is going to be compromised as you get older. You need to still work out hard, but you need to work out smart. So even though the quantity of your workout might not be as much, you just want to make the sessions a little bit maybe shorter, but still have the intensity. And the second thing you need to take into account, especially if you're lifting weights as you get older, is you need to listen to your body, and also you need to make sure your form is correct. Now, your form is never going to be 100% correct. A good way to check your form is to actually film yourself, and you'll be able to tell these small little nuances that you wouldn't be able to tell if you didn't film yourself. For instance, you might be doing a bench press, and your right or left side might be going a little bit more higher than your left, and that can cause your chest to be asymmetrical and or cause some injuries. So you could do that, but I think form is definitely a top priority, because if you're trying to ego lift, especially as you get older, or any age, but especially for the sake of this video, if you're older and your ego lifting and your form is just off, that's where you can get a lot of injuries. So I'm all for weightlifting. I've always been a strong supporter of weightlifting, because for men and females, due to the fact that you put on lean muscle, and it can actually increase your metabolism. And speaking of getting older, having lean muscle can lessen the chances of just getting your bones from wasting away. So if you're smart about it, so don't be too afraid of lifting a decent amount of weight as you get older. Just know that you're not going to be ever like you were when you were 21 or in your mid 20s or 26, 28. I don't know what the prime age is. I know for majority of sports, the prime age is anywhere between, let's say, 26 to 30 maybe, where your mind and your body is at prime condition. But if you're past that, and I'm way past it, and that's fine, you need to understand and know that if you are careless, about working out, lifting when you're older, especially when you're older, there may be no turning back, and you could have some long-term injuries. So, with me personally, I still lift. I've never been a big heavy lifter, but I'm not going to. If I feel like I want to set like a PR or something, and it's just not feeling right, I'm just gonna let it go and just maybe try another time, or just worry about longevity, because longevity is key. I mean, some people, they want to be able to say, I squatted this much, I bench pressed this much, and that's wonderful to have those goals, but at what expense? So I think longevity and quality of life is much more important, and there's more other things to worry about in life. I love health and fitness, but it's only one aspect of my life, and you need to understand this. That's my opinion. So that's my time, and comments, questions, always welcome. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.